might be the last video I ever make. So today's December 30th. It is 9 a.m. If I die today, then you can all say that I died doing something that I didn't like at all. So that'll be fun. It's a little hard to explain this, but I've got to be honest. I am absolutely terrified of being in water. And so it was probably a month ago that I was sitting at my desk, and I was thinking, I turned 35 this year, and my brother and sister-in-law are coming to visit me in Iceland over my 35th birthday, and my brother-in-law will be diving Silfra on my birthday. So I was like, Jeannie, what are you even doing with your life? You can do this. Just go do Silfra. You know what I'm saying? So I booked it, like without extra hesitation. I just booked it because I knew I had courage in that moment, and I knew that if I didn't take it, that it would go away. If you don't already know what Silfra is, it's the ridge between continents in Thingvellir National Park on the Golden Circle, and it's where they do snorkeling and diving tours. UNESCO is thinking about limiting how many people can access by snorkeling. And so with all of those combinations of already being there, being terrified of water, all of these things, that's why I just knew, like, if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. So I want to take this opportunity to actually have this experience, and I wanted to share it with all of you to let you know that I'm legitimately terrified of this. But if I can do it, anyone in the world can do it. So, just a little backstory. I grew up boating, doing water skiing, wakeboarding, tubing, like almost every weekend of our summers as children. So this like fear of water thing developed as I became an adult. It's really, really strange, hard to explain, but it's a real thing. Like, I'm shaking right now. My heart is beating very, very fast because we're about 20 minutes from going in the water. And I've just been dreading this basically all week. So it's super fun. I mean, it's going to be cold. That's probably the second thing that I'm the most worried about. The number one thing about it is when I'm in water, I feel like something terrible is going to happen. I feel like I'm going to drown, which I know is not going to happen on a tour, but I'm still going to feel like I'm going to drown. I'm going to feel like I'm going to fall, which again doesn't make any sense because I'll be in a buoyant dry suit, but I'm still going to feel like I'm going to fall. It's just this weird sensation that I get when I look down in water. I know it doesn't make any sense. I know it's not rational. That's just how it is. So the tour starts in just a few moments. We are about to arrive in Thingvellir. It's still dark out, like completely dark, for at least another hour. So we're about to go suit up and get this thing started. So wish me luck. Kind of exciting, still unbelievably terrifying. So let's get in some dry suits. Alright, so far so good. In half of the wetsuit, surprisingly not cold. I don't know what magical fibers this is, but looking good so far. I'm pretty sure that the adrenaline has kicked in because I'm just, you know, still nervous, but it'll be okay. We're going in the water. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Not okay.
Alright. You hold on.
Okay. The water, you can't tell it's cold. But I don't.
Yes, no.
他手掌那里是进去。哦。
Okay, you're already floating. Push your feet down. Push your feet down. Alright. You okay? Alright, hold on.
It's beautiful.
That's okay. You want a little bit of room for the water to go. Okay, do you want to hold my hand? Is that gonna help? Alright. And you can float towards me.
Fuck.
And then you turn around. Well done. Perfect. And turn around again. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Thank you.
Of course, of course. You okay? Nice.
I gotta look down now. Okay? I gotta look down now.
Alright, y'all looking good.
I did it. I did not die. It is unbelievable. Look at this place. This is amazing. So done with Silfra. I'm alive, so there's that. That's great. One of the main things is it's not that cold. I was really surprised because as you're getting like the gear on, that's the coldest part. When you get out of your warm car and then you're standing there putting all the gear on, that's the coldest part for sure. And like by the time you have all that neoprene on, it's fine. But the actual experience, I feel like there's so much adrenaline going on that you just kind of forget about what you're doing until you're actually down there on the landing. And when I got there and stood on the landing, that's when I remembered, like, okay, we're just about to go and put our head into water. The scariest part for me still is the first look down into the water. Like, it's just so scary. Like, I feel like just frightened. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's what happened to me again. And then I just quickly took my head out of the water, and the instructor wanted to know if I wanted to keep going, which I just said, yeah, I mean, you're too far along now. So we did it. So I went, I continued. The current actually just like pushes you. There's a small current, and I was just floating. So I didn't have to do anything. You just basically like there the whole time, just enjoying the view. And it's cool because there's different depths. You know, you're starting, like, the rocks are down, and then it gets shallower, and then the rocks really drop out, and it's so deep. Just so to like watch the contrast of that is really interesting. There's no life, there's no seaweed or fish or anything. So it was really beautiful. I have to say, this is like this was just a really awesome way to spend a birthday. I'm really, really proud of myself that I did it. And I know it's not probably a big deal for a lot of people, but thumbs up to me. So it was great. I also want to say thank you again to Troll for having me on this tour. Now I can personally recommend snorkeling Silfra to anyone that wants to do it. Like I said, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And now it's time for the rest of the Golden Circle. Let's do it.